Hello, and welcome to Eastwind HealerCast. This is an opportunity to learn more about the expertise, experience, and excitement each of our practitioners and their practitioners' teams bring to the services they provide for clients here at Eastwind Healing Center in downtown Iowa City, Iowa. We are a collection of independent businesses who share this beautiful, integrative healing space. We're offering this podcast as an opportunity to learn more about the services offered here at Eastwind, which is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not a substitute for proper medical care or the initiation of a patient or practitioner-client relationship. My name is Dr. Carrie Hoosman, and I have a psychiatric practice as well as a coaching and wellness practice under our roof here at Eastwind. It is my pleasure today to introduce to you Maggie Fodge, who will be sharing her work at Upstream Functional Medicine's Healing Room. Welcome, Maggie.
Hi, Carrie. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Glad to have you with us today. It's great. So I've got some questions. For one, how on earth did you wind up here at Eastwind? How did you become interested in working in a functional medicine clinic?
So I actually had an acquaintance that worked for Dr. Julia, not knowing that, and she had reached out to me, thinking that I would be a good fit at in the clinic. And I was at the time looking for a change of career, and so it was a really good fit. And I've always thought that the conventional medicine that we often have access to could do more, and finding Upstream and finding this work has been really great and inspirational to those beliefs of my own. So
Awesome. It sounds like it was a match made in heaven.
it sure
So,
was.
so your title, or at least one of your titles, I think you may wear more than one hat, but one of your titles at least is the Healing Room Manager. So
Right.
for those of us who may be unfamiliar, what is the Upstream Healing Room?
Yeah, so the Healing Room is a detox spa that Dr. Julia had curated to help us with just everyday environmental toxins that we absorb, just living everyday life in America. So we have a number of services in there in the healing room, and um, the we have a biomat which helps with inflammation, so it's an anti-inflammatory tool. And you can pair that with the red light, which helps. There's two settings on the red light that can be helpful. There can be the setting to treat skin conditions like acne, psoriasis, or eczema, and then there's also a setting that helps heal deeper into the body, into your deeper tissues like your muscle and fascia and your bones. And you can combine the two together. So there's essentially 3 settings with the red light.
Wow,
And
that's great.
yeah, and then we have whole body vibration, which is really nice. That that tool can be helpful for people who can't otherwise tolerate exercise routines because it can be very gentle, and it helps build muscle, and which in turn helps support your bones and build those up better. So it's especially important for women because we're more susceptible to osteoporosis and that kind of thing. Um, and yeah, so the vibration plate can help get the toxins filtered through your lymphatic system, which is really nice, and most people don't think about it. And then we have one more, which is the ionic foot bath, and that one's really wonderful and great because it's like an electrolyzed Himalayan salt bath for your feet, and it helps with the healing and detoxing of heavy metals specifically. So,
That's great.
yeah.
So when people do this, um, do they pick so many to do at a time, or they're just doing one thing at a time, or does it really depend on the person?
Yeah, it really depends. A lot of people do come in and do the whole room, which we call the detox power hour. It takes about an hour to get everything in. Lots of people come specifically just for the foot bath or just for the red light. Um, People who are seeking red light treatment for medical conditions such as eczema or psoriasis would need to meet with the doctor to have a prescription for that service.
Mhm.
But if the red light is being used not in that way specifically, then anyone can come. And the healing room's open to the public. You do not have to be a patient of Dr. Julia's to come
Oh,
and
that's
enjoy the
great.
services. Mhm.
Yeah, thank you. And so I think you guys have a punch card, right? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we have a handful of punch cards actually. We have a punch card for the detox power hour, and it would be 14 punches. And so when you get that punch card, you actually are encouraged to bring a guest, and that's free. So two people can do the detox power hour at the same time at no extra charge.
That's awesome.
Um, and so there's the detox power hour punch card, and then there's a punch card for each of the services. So for the foot bath or the biomat, the red light, and the vibration plate. And you can buy them all individually, or you can buy a couple if you're not interested in all of the services in the healing room.
Got it. That's nice.
Hmm.
Um, and so as far as availability, do you have just during the day, kind of Monday through Friday, 8 or 9 to 5, or what are your offerings for times for people who have busy schedules?
Yeah, for sure. We are open usually until 7 during the week. And so I can take a healing room appointment up until about 5:45 or 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And we are open select Saturdays between 1 and 2 a month, depending. So that's always an option too.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
So it's not quite so stressful for people to make it happen.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you also, like I said, wear some other hats too. So you're taking incoming phone calls from potential patients, from current patients, um, some of them, obviously seeking functional medicine care from you guys. So what do you feel that Dr. Julia does best working with her?
Yeah. So well, I'm also a patient of Dr. Julia's. So I really believe that Dr. Julia is an incredible listener, and she doesn't treat one patient like the other patient, like another patient. She really curates the care of the patient uniquely to what they need. So and that's really great because she considers their comfort level as well, um, with what she recommends. So if it's something that they don't think that they can do or handle, or they're not feeling like it's something they'd like to do, then she'll find alternatives and work with them and listen to them, and make that happen. Um, so in a way, they're not being forced to do the things that they don't want to do. They are very much, each patient is very much um, part of their care, their own care, as well as their family and their support system.
Awesome. That is wonderful to hear.
Hmm.
And I know I can say that what you're saying is true because I'm a patient of Dr. Julia's as well.
Right. We all
So,
love her very much.
yes, we do. So, any parting thoughts that you might have? Anything else you'd like people to know about Upstream or about the healing room? Anything at all?
Yeah. So Upstream right now is always accepting new patients. Um, it we we get a lot of patients seeking care from us who don't believe that their doctors, say in conventional medicine, aren't listening to them. And like I said, that's something that Dr. Julia really um, thrives. That's something that she really does very well. So um, if you have any questions ever about functional medicine and just aren't sure like what it entails, we are here to answer questions. I'll take your phone call. I can answer lots of questions, but also our nurse Tammy takes consultation phone calls for free for prospective patients, and she is um, a wealth of knowledge when it comes to functional medicine and what treatment and care from Upstream would look like.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so important. So it really sounds like you're speaking from the heart and you're speaking from what you hear all day when people are asking for help.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you so much, Maggie, for joining us today and for the important work you do.
Thank you.
Potential clients can reach out to you with questions by going to Upstream FM, so frankmary.com, or eastwindhealingcenter.com, which will both get you to connecting resources. You could also email upstreamfm@gmail.com. So thank you again for joining us today, Maggie. And
Yeah.
thank you to all of our listeners for joining us. Have a great day.